Hi, my name is Donnie. Welcome to therave.com. I'm here with the guys of Five Finger Death Punch. Thank you for taking the time to do this interview.
Thank you.
This is your guys' sixth time playing the rave now since 2008. Do you guys ever start to recognize familiar faces in the crowd after a while in certain cities? Or I know with big shows and stuff like that, but
we recognize certain faces backstage.
yeah, right on.
Touche.
I can see that. Yeah,
Certain disgusting.
It's the rock star cliche right there, man. Come on.
Yeah, I know there was a group of fans out at the bus area.
Yeah.
We see them like anytime we're in this area, so it's cool.
Yeah, they
see
get
the
there
familiar
early.
faces over and over again.
Yeah, right on. You're currently on the Trespass America Festival by Metal Hammer, which is actually a UK magazine. How did it come to be that this became about? Did they approach you first, or how did it come to be for this tour?
Well, I believe that was a Zoltan connection. He is from Europe,
Yeah.
and that's a huge magazine there.
Is it like the #1 magazine?
Number one.
Yeah.
So it was the perfect combo. They've been trying to get back in America for some time, and this was the perfect way to do it.
Yeah.
The perfect marriage. And, the whole theme of it is we're trying to take bands that aren't mainstream, like they're more underground and things, and
Yeah.
we're trespassing in mainstream territories, which are like big arenas. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of a perfect thing.
Right on. You guys have actually recorded 3 official studio albums now. Is there any plans for a live album, a B-side rarities, or what's next for you guys after this?
Well, right after this tour, we're starting record number 4.
Yeah.
We're keeping the cycles as short as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you guys go about recording? What's the process? You guys obviously you're on tour right now. Is there some writing on tour, or do you wait to go in the studio and?
Yeah, we have a portable recording studio out with us, so when we have some downtime or we feel inspired or creative and we want to document an idea, we can do that.
Yeah.
Because there is some downtime out here.
Yeah. Obviously, the highs and lows of the ebbs of the tour is crazy with the drives and stuff like that. Your brain's just going. You're like, yeah.
So we've already documented a few things, and we're gonna really though once we get off this tour, we're gonna get serious, really focused, and woodshed and stay locked away and record the thing and see how it goes.
What's out of the process of everything? What's more fun for you guys to do? Go out on tour or writing and recording a record?
I think both scenarios have their ups and downs. I
Yeah.
mean, I remember, making the record, you have to maintain a certain amount of intensity, and to go past that 4, 5, 6 month mark, you're like, God, you're like making a fist for 6 months, and you're like, can't wait to be on the road, where it's just kind of this automatic routine thing, and it's comfortable, and everyone's there to look after you.
Yeah.
And then when you spend enough time on the road, you're like, fuck this,
Yeah.
I want to go home.
Yeah, I'm sure being on the road for so long with the same people, and even no matter how much you love them, you gotta sometimes give me my space. I'm sure that happens even with you guys. It happens with a lot of
Never.
Yeah.
Not all these guys.
What do you think about making the records, Chris?
For me so far, it's been an amazing experience. I mean, it really settled in. It was nice.
Yeah.
So far, my favorite part.
Yeah. Any current groups or musicians or producers that you're looking forward to working with in the future on any projects or anything like that, or guest appearances on the next record?
Oh yeah, we've talked about a few things, but we don't want to give that away because that spoils the surprise.
Mm-hmm. Right on.
I'm looking forward to working with Ivan
Yeah.
when he shows up.
Yeah. Actually, this is my 4th time actually interviewing the band. I interviewed you last time. I've never interviewed Ivan out of everyone.
So you're
I
looking
interviewed
forward
Chris
to that,
the
huh?
first time, actually. Yeah.
It makes one of us.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Ivan, there he is. Look at that.
How's it going?
Hey, Ivan.
Nice
Good to see you, buddy.
Nice to meet you. Fans always like to know groups and influences and bands that they like. So, can you give me a couple of your guys favorite bands growing up or influences or anything like that?
Well, growing up, I think we all liked Kiss. I think that's a
Kiss was
three-way
mine,
right
too.
here. You really couldn't ignore them. At my age, in 1977, I'm not going to give my age away, but they pretty
He's
much
old, man.
Yeah.
pretty much slam you over the head. You couldn't ignore that band.
That and Iron Maiden, their covers were just amazing. I love the covers for both those bands. So I think that when you're a kid, that's the first thing you notice. Even Molly Hatchet, when I first saw Molly Hatchet, I thought they were going to be heavier.
Now you're dating yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Molly Hatchet.
Yeah, but the records, the artwork was so amazing. You wanted to see what it sounded like,
I'll tell you what, right now, though, I've burnt these guys to the ground, but they're all fans. Ghost is the band I love.
I've never heard of Ghost.
Ghost,
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you like cool record covers and the whole package of live experience, they're the band to check out, man.
I'm gonna
You have to check
them
that out.
These two guys brought in this Avatar
Avatar.
album for the dressing room, and that's been kicking my ass. I like that a lot.
Such a good groove. I mean, yeah, it's
Are they
it's
new or
heavy.
older?
It's
They're new.
It's probably been
Okay.
about a year, I guess.
I was air guitaring to that, and I strained my pec muscle, man.
Which is like a 5-star rating.
Yeah.
If Jeremy hurts himself
Yeah,
listening to it,
it's
it's like top 5.
All right, Ghost and Avatar. I have to check it out.
Yep.
Anything else you'd like to say to the fans before we let you go?
If you only come to one festival this summer, make it this one. It is an experience. Visually, it's the biggest production we've ever had, the biggest show we've ever done. There's great bands. It's going to be awesome.
Right on. Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time. Five Finger Death Punch. Check them out, therave.com. See you guys tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, guys.